Yo, what is going on, guys? Just wanted to jump on here to give my trade recap for today. Unfortunately, it was a full loss. Um, and I'll just jump into why I thought that. Um, so on the 4 hour time frame, you can see that we reacted from this bearish 4 hour gap here, and we also filled in equilibrium within that range. The 1 hour time frame, when we filled in that 4 hour Fiorelli gap, we also had some 1 hour structure that was being placed. Um, in terms of filling equilibrium, we were still in that premium, we were still in that discounted zone at the time. So, and we had an unfilled 1 hour Fiorelli gap. So I was looking to actually target um, this this 1 hour high. This sorry, I was looking to target overall draw was at this hourly high, which was here. As if price tapped that, we would fill in this 1 hour gap and then get a continuation back down again. Um, just because now we are in a premium where prices right now we're currently in a premium to actually go short. So that's why I'm happy to actually target these highs up here. And you must be asking for yourself, what's so bearish? How are you managing? How are you managing to find longs, right? And I'll get into that now. Um, so as you guys can see, um, we actually filled in. So we actually had this 1 hour Fiorelli gap that was on the leg up, filling in that 4 hour gap. Price actually came back into this. We took out this low, right? We took out that low there. We took out that hourly low. We filled in this 1 hour Fiorelli gap, which is here, which then brings me on to the 15 minute. Okay, what am I seeing on the 15 minute? On the 15 minute, I see that we have this 15 minute gap, which is here. Price tried to react from it, disrespected it, swept structure, came back up again, and we're currently still holding this gap at the time. Um, 5 minute, 5 minute, as you guys can see, filling that hourly gap, we get that liquidity sweep. Yeah, we get that liquidity sweep of these lows. We made it a nice high, taking out these highs up here. Price chops down. We then have this gap here. We didn't get this gap here. Price actually filled this gap, made some moves up, and I was actually hoping this is where I took a trade from. So disregarding this 15 minute bearish gap. Um, and we also had to take account for this 5 minute bearish as well. But just because of how bullish we were looking, I was happy to actually take longs. So I'll get rid of this too, just so it doesn't look too messy. But I did kind of I was careful just because we were in the premium range of this 5 minute leg to actually go short. So it's kind of like, okay, cool. Are these highs reachable before we could even go short? Like, ideally, like what has price taken out, right? Price is taking out these 5 minute lows, right? Into this 5 minute fair value gap here. Also 15 minute gap. We make some moves up. We and I'm looking to actually target these highs before continuing back down again. But we weren't able to win today. So if I go on to the 1 minute, on a 1 minute time frame here, um, we remember this is the leg that was drawn in from these highs to these lows. Equilibrium was within this area. We did have a 1 minute fair value gap which pushed us further up, but we didn't really have structure at the time because we still left this low behind, right? So to me, structure is still bearish. Um, so what we ended up having was we created some structure, and currently right now I'm looking for liquidity sweep because, in my opinion, we looked really bullish from this 5 minute to actually take out these highs at least. Um, so with this, um, we pretty much waited for liquidity sweep, which happened here. And at the time, I was like, okay, cool, we can actually look to go short. But um, what do we see on what do we see on the what do we see on the what do we see within the structure? Nothing, right? We see nothing here. We see no free value gap, no nothing, right? And as soon as we took out those lows, we fell in this gap once again. We have a huge push up. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm happy to go long just because we've taken out some sort of low, which is this low here. We made a displacement up, taking out previous highs. I'm actually looking to catch that continuation back up all the way up to these highs up here. And we get we get some nice displacement from this 1 hour gap. On not this 1 hour gap, this 1 minute gap, which is here. So again, I'm looking for a volumetric candle that engulfs the previous candle, right? So we took out those lows. We get a nice push up, push past these highs. Wasn't able to get a strong close above these highs. Waited for the push back, but I was still happy to actually go long. And I was running a tight break even at these levels here just because we were overall structure is bearish. This is a reversal play. We tap into this 1 minute, which what I was waiting for. We got that volumetric candle. I entered, and unfortunately, this is when bearish really took control. When we filled in that big 5 minute gap here, this is when it really kicked in. So we have this big 5 minute here, and as you guys can see that we were making some moves up, like looking like we were gonna disrespect it, and it was confirmed with this candle that we got out of the reaction of that 1 minute. Unable to actually go break even. Let me check gold. Let's see if we were able to go break even. Okay, so we filled in that gap. Yeah, unable to go break even. And again, just bearish really took control of this area here. It's like, we're looking like we weren't going to respect this 5 minute and actually target these highs before looking to continue down lower, just because remember that we still had that unfilled 1 hour, which is above, which is where price is currently at right now. And with that, we get a structure shift, and we just pretty much continue down all the way down to the lows that I was actually looking to target. It's a short little trade I took too, but it was very small risk on this just to see whether we actually play out on this 1 minute or not. So we'll disregard that. But yeah, we get that 1 minute. We get that 1 minute bounce. We bounced up nicely. But again, unable to go break even, and we pretty much just get stopped out right away. So again, one of those things where there's nothing much I can do in terms of actually taking this trade. I did think that it was a good trade just because of how we were reacting off this 5 minute. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's out of my control and price does whatever it wants. And we look for moves to capitalize on. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you guys, and I hope you guys have a great night. Bit of an early one. I didn't get much sleep last night, so yeah, just trying to get this video out early so we can wrap it up Yeah, again, God bless you guys. Hope you guys have an amazing night, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.